Isaiah brought 5 videos and some photos that he's going to be sharing with us. Starting off with the first one, we have kind of a flex, man. You're kind of just like setting the bar real high right now, but it is the Game 6 trailer for the NBA Finals with the Warriors and the Raptors.
Warriors. Klay Thompson, 3-ball, got it! Warriors. Lowry is blocked by Draymond, the game's over! Keep the lights on at Oracle, then old Barnes got one more dance.
The biggest advantage is being at Oracle Arena one more time where our fans can really get behind us. We're going to have to will ourselves, for another 48 minutes to stay alive and whatever it's going to take from every single guy.
This was such a significant video for me. It's obviously not technically my best video by any means, but I think the moment that I got to do this was really big for me. So obviously being from Oakland, it's a big deal that I got to work for the Warriors. And Game 6 was, no matter what, whether they won or lost, it was absolutely the last game in Oakland. And so for me, that felt really special to get to capture that and be like, hey, I'm making a trailer for this. I made the trailer for Game 5 and my supervisor liked it. He was like, oh, it's good. And so he's like, you're going to do another one. You're going to do another one today for the game tomorrow. And so I was literally getting footage sent in via proxies because our team technically was still in Toronto at the time I was editing this. They were flying back. And so I was just getting footage as it was coming, trying to edit it up, as it was coming in. And so it was actually a little stressful trying to get it done because they were like, oh, we need this done. The games, tomorrow we need this. I had a few hours to work on it and I didn't even start with all the footage. So it was definitely a little stressful. But once I got it done, they were super happy with it. I thought it was awesome. And it went on social media, and just it going on social media and getting, a couple 100,000 views was huge for me. I was so excited. And then I go into the game the next day, Game 6, because I'm also working it, and they play it. And I didn't know they were playing it. They played it pre-tip. So right before they played the intro video, they played the video. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. And people are obviously cheering because they're about to tip off the game. And this is a trailer and it's doing what it's supposed to do. But to be on the court, getting ready for the last game at Oracle and to see something I made being a kid from Oakland, that was the biggest moment ever for me. And so the video I thought was cool. I think I did a decent job editing it, but it was the moment for me that made this such a special project.
100%. And yeah, I can't even imagine what that must have been like, because it doesn't seem like they told you that they were going to play it pre-tip. So you just being there and then you looking up and it's holy shit, I made that. That must have been super mind blowing, just a full circle moment. What would you say was the most challenging part of editing? Was it kind of just not having all the footage when you started, or was there something else that you kind of ran across that was a little more challenging?
Yeah, I think it was definitely the part about not having the footage right away. It was kind of hey, we need you to make a trailer and we don't have anything for you to make it with yet. I was okay, that's okay, for sure. That works. And so, I got the footage in. I think it turned out well. That was definitely a little stressful. But yeah, I think it turned out decent. I did have a little inkling of that they might play it because they go through everything that they're going to play in the entire board show pregame. And so I heard it. When I heard it, I was actually on the concourse and dipped my head through the curtains to see oh, that's my video. Cool. And then it's oh, they might play it. And then when they did play it, even though I kind of heard it before, it didn't change anything about the moment. It was definitely awesome to get to feel that.
Yeah, man, of course. And obviously we all know kind of how that game ended, unfortunately, for the Warriors. But, I'm sure we don't.
Yeah, that was definitely stressful to be down there. And I remember specifically watching Klay go up for the dunk and then landing. And I was oh, shit, that looked awful. And then he came back out, and dude, that was the loudest I've ever heard a crowd ever when he jogged back out to shoot his free throws. So honestly, everything about being at that game, aside from the fact that they lost, and contrary to popular belief, maybe fans of the Raptors in Canada are nice, but fans of the Raptors not in Canada were kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, that's a hot take, man. So, you might have some people come after you for that one.
It's a hot take. Hey, come for me. I was in the building. They were not. They were not. But like they won the NBA Finals, so like, all right, fine. I get it. The Warriors have won five, or sorry, the Warriors have won three of the last five, and you guys just won for the first time ever. Be a jerk about it, fine. But I wasn't super thrilled with how they were.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. You gotta give them a little leeway there. I guess they deserve it. But it's kind of crazy to think that Clay basically hasn't played since like that day, which is kind of insane to think about. It just seems like so long ago at this point. But it's kind of the nature of the game.